Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night to some of you. Depends where you are getting our videos from. From me, from here is good evening. I know why I'm playing this music today. Because of our people, they don't understand what is happening to them. Ndị be anyị aghọtaghị ife na-eme, they don't understand what is really going on, what Maazị Nnamdi Ukwu Kanu is fighting for. That is why I'm playing this video, this music today. That is why it's only God that can save this kind of people, this kind of race called Igbo race. It's only God. Also, Chineke ga-anapụta. Chineke emego ife niile ọ ga-eme. Kpọpụtara anyị onye dịka Maazị Nnamdi Ukwu Kanu. Kpọpụtara anyị onye dịka Maazị Simon Ekpa Njoko. Ka ezi ife ọzọ anyị chọrọ. Anyị nwa mbụzi mmadụ weruzie aka anyị wee mezuzie ife niile abụrụzi anyị nsogbu. Asị m nke ọbụla ị na-enweta vidio, please subscribe to our channel, share our videos to every other platform. As you are doing that, I say may God Chukwu okike abịa ma nke mbido eluigwe, asị m ya gozie gị, gozie ọlụ aka, gozie ife ọbụla ị na-eme n'ụwa nka n'afa Chukwu okike abịa ma. I say may God bless you anywhere you are getting this video. As you are sharing our video, please do us a favor, subscribe to this channel, join us on this channel as we are preaching the gospel of truth. As you are doing that, I say may God bless you. Let's move very quick. We are going to do something called, I want all the Igbos, people that still believe in these governors, because of when I'm saying that the problem of the South is what we are going to discuss today, for you to know that the problem that the Southerners have, especially with the old eastern region have, is all these our governors, all these our elite. They are the most corrupt entity that we have ever. Excuse me. They are the most corrupt entity that you can never see in your life. Listen here, let's do something here. We are going to do something before we continue now. Let's start from here. Let's start from our leader. Did I commit any crime? Did I commit any crime? The answer is no. I committed no crime. I am fighting for the freedom of my people as contained in the constitution of the so-called Nigeria. I did no wrong. That was why after 2 years they could not prove any case. Even till now, they're still in court, they cannot prove any case. And people talk as if they are so moronic that an animal is better than them. They say I insult them. I insult you because you can't reason for it. I did nothing wrong. Calling for the establishment, or should I say the restoration of Biafra, is within provisions of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It is very clear and straightforward. It's there. Go and check it yourself. And you're asking me to be happy. Did I commit any crime? Did I commit any crime? That is our Mazen, our supreme leader, Mazen Nandu Halo. His question is, did I commit any crime? Let me tell you what our leader was fighting for. The reason why they kept him where he is, because of these politicians you trusted in especially in old eastern region, in southeast. They are the most corrupt politicians. They are the most corrupt entity that you can never meet in your life. They are so selfish, only thinking about their own personal pocket. Looking at this innocent man, because of his speaking for me and you, he's speaking up against impunity that these politicians, these southeast governors are committing. This your religious leader, what they are committing. This your political elite, what they are committing. Is speaking up against this atrocity that they are committing. They are heavily corrupt. Let's do something here. These people can never for one day think about what will benefit you as the masses, you the people. They can never think for that for one day. But let's see what is going on here. We are going to do something this evening.
You know, it's interesting. Oji, you know, it's interesting you ask this question. And the reason I don't know what the Southeast Governors Forum are doing. I don't know what they discuss when they meet. But there are critical areas that we must address. And we must bring to the table as soon as possible. The Southeast, yes, is the only region that does not have a high pressure gas transmission pipe to take natural gas through it. You have the AKK, the Ajaokuta, Abuja, Kaduna, Kano. There is a second phase of that AKK that goes to Gausu in Zamfara. Now, in that AKK, you have pressure metering and reduction stations in Gwagwalada for Abuja. You have in Kaduna, you have in Kano. And then you're also going to have in Gausu when the second phase starts. That AKK is what the government hopes to extend for transnational gas pipeline through Niger Republic to Algeria, even if I don't think that will be feasible because of the lack of diplomatic relationship between Niger Republic and the Nigerian government in Abuja. Okay? The Southeast does not have a pipe that runs through it, despite the fact that Abia State produces a lot of natural gas. In 2000,
people from Abia State, you are hearing that the same thing applies to every other state that have mineral resources. Listen here. Let's continue listening.
2007, Ibe Kachuku designed Nigerian gas master plan, and in that master plan, he put a 121-kilometer pipe that is supposed to extend from Aba to Owerri, Enugu to Onitsha, and then to Nnewi. The government says that no, they want to do a TNGP pipe extension from Abia State to Ajaokuta, and the second phase is going to go from Abia State to Enugu to Ajaokuta. That is going to take gas away from the southeast, not through the southeast. You need a pipe that extends that, because you need gas for glass fabrication, you need gas for urea, you need gas for power. 40% of the gas that is typically produced every day, either through associated gas that you get when you drill crude oil, or through non-associated gas fields, it's used for electricity. So how do you want to increase generation and increase feedstock to the gencos in the southeast if you don't build a high-pressure transmission pipe? Whose responsibility is it to make sure that this happens? It's the Nigerian Gas Infrastructure Company, which is a subsidiary of the NNPC group. So my question to the management of NNPC is, why have they refused to commission FID for gas pipes to the southeast? Why have the...
Sorry, my brother. Let me answer that side of the question. Let me interrupt that side of that question. He's talking about that is from the NN. He said that the problem started from NNPC. No, let me tell you something. Why I said no, why I didn't accept that, because of your governors, your elite, they know that this thing, they know the initial plan. What was the initial plan? And this government, this NNPC they are talking about, who are these NNPC? Is it not Nigerian government? So they know the initial plan. They know that initial plan that has have made before will favor the southeastern people. They now say no. They're not taking your resources, sharing it to all north and the southwest. They share it within north and the southwest. Now this man is saying that it is the problem of NNP. No, because of why I said no. How with your governors, your religious leader, your political leaders, they are there seeing this kind of thing that is happening. What did they say for these years? All these years on, what did they say? This is why Mazen Nandubu Kano, this is what he was crying for. This is what he was fighting for. Then say, Whatever. Today, Mazen Nandekano is in DSS dungeon, languishing. Nobody is talking about that gentleman. Nobody is talking about this God sent to us, we Igbos. And I call rubbish. If other people they were just on the social media, consulting users on the social media. Why Mazen Nandekano is languishing? Simon Ekpa, the PM, is languishing somewhere. You people are here. Let's continue.
The Southeast Governors Forum not gotten into a meeting with the president to ask him why the region does not have a gas pipe that runs straight.
Okay.
What exactly is wrong that it seems that there is like a calculated power share between the northwest and the southwest, and until every other region in Nigeria gets permission from the northwest and the southwest, nothing happens in their region. It doesn't make any sense. How can Mr. President be talking about renewed hope and economic transformation and increase in the per capita income of Nigerians and prosperity for Nigerians about building a $1 trillion economy when everything is centered around Lagos?
And your governors, your political elite, your religious leaders are there. These kind of things are happening. Then keep their mouth. They don't talk anymore. Because of what? Their pockets have been filled. They have been given crops that will fuel them and their own family. So they don't care about you, the people. You as an Igbo person. You as an Biafran. Let's see. They're not taking the mineral resources that come from this old eastern region, which is an Igbo entirely, Biafra land entirely. They are not sharing it within Hausas, within the north and the southwest. That is how they are sharing your mineral resources. But their own mineral resources, listen here, they now carry what they call bandit, them called terrorists, Boko Haram terrorists. All these people are the people that load them. Listen here, let's hear from this man too. For you to see, okay, now we are talking. The first guy was talking about the minerals in the southeast, oil and the gas, especially Abia State that have enough of gas reserve. They have a lot of gas. Listen here, let's see how they are not sharing your own to other states, to north, to west. That is where your own resources, nothing for you as an Igbo man, nothing for you as an Biafra. The people, I talk about the people in the riverine area, they are giving them a security guard. You are guiding pipeline for your masters in the north, guiding pipeline that is not benefiting you. You people are fools. Listen here, let's see their own. Please, as you are watching this video, please do us a favor, subscribe to our channel, share these videos to every other platform. Please do us a favor, subscribe to this channel and join us on this very platform. As you are doing that, I say may God bless you. So let's hear from here. Let's hear from them.
It's a precious stone. Oh, not California. And that's why I want to tell you this. Californium. Californium in today's market, Google and tell me the price before I finish talking. In today's market today, in the world market today, one may ask, in Borno State, there is Boko Haram. There are areas that are still mined, now no-go area. The weather is harsh. It's very unfriendly. It's a small place. But there is something the international community with the connivance of Nigeria. Every day you have NGOs coming into, and they're hiring houses from 10 years, 20 years and above. And once you give them the price, they don't ask, they just pay. What are they doing? Why are most of them coming with satellite telephones? Why are most of them coming with PCs that are working with the same satellite telephones? Computers that are working directly with satellite. How come most of them come under the guise of supportive activities to the poor? They are giving them medication. The Ministry of Health bothered to discover the type of medicine they are giving to the poor. How come there is increase in kidney and cancer, kidney and liver and cancer problems in Borno? How come it is attacking old people? How come the NGOs live in the wee hours of the night where soldiers dread to go? Police, security men cannot go. They go this Californium that they take per day. How much is a gram of Californium in world market today? Who has Google to know? 27,100,000 per gram. $1 million. I didn't say naira. Yes, it's the most expensive thing. Do we have it in Nigeria? In abundance in Borno State. That's what started the Boko Haram. That's the game. Are we aware? How can we be ignorant of our country, of our place, of what God has given to us? If we don't know your country, what type of leadership are you coming to give? You are a liability if you don't know. How can we be supporting ignorance to say that's where we search for leadership? So what can we do about it? Somebody should read it out. How much is Californium? Okay. Californium is... Talk to the mic properly. Californium is $27 million per gram, not kilogram. So how many grams is in a kilogram? 1,000. 1,000 grams makes 1 kilogram. And 1 gram is $27 million. So 1 kilogram is the most expensive, you know.
Sorry, I have to laugh. The man collapsed. Why I have to laugh? Because of our people in the southeast, our own mineral resources is good to share to the north, is good to share to the southwest. Okay? But their own mineral resources, like they have in Ajokuta, they have mineral resources in all these places. Are they sharing their own mineral resources with you as an Igbo person. California, they are talking about 1 gram of it is 127 million for a gram. So talk less of these people can mine more than thousands grams. You people don't understand. But these people have this kind of mineral resources. They are using it for their own. You come there, they keep their fighters. Then Boko Haram, their terrorists, they keep them there to be guiding their own mineral resources. Why your own in the southeast, in the south, so-called south, your own is good to be mining, to be taken and be sharing between them and their slave masters. Between them and their masters. Your own mineral resources is good to be shared. This is what Mazen Nanduku Kanu was fighting for. Why this kind of heavy mineral resources that you can get only a gram, $120-something million, my brother. Everybody keep quiet. This is where these terrorists, that is why you see that northern Nigeria, these people that that brought these terrorists, that brought these Fulani herdsmen, these Fulani bandits, all of them, they branded them, all these terrorists in arms. They have already planned. They never plan something. These people are a bunch of criminals. They have this kind of thing in their own land, but they are in the southeast, they are in the south, so-called south, in old eastern region. They are mining your own resources. Why? They have a lot of gold. Are you talking about gold in Zamfara? Are you talking about this one nice in Borono? This California is in Borono. These are big mineral resources that make economy work. But their own, they put it in their pocket. You as an southerner, you as an old eastern region man, as an old eastern region woman, you are there. You saying that your politicians are being well for you, and they know that this kind of thing is going on. They keep quiet because of little crops that is falling from their master's mouth. They are giving to them. They think that it's okay once they have enriching themselves and their pocket, that they are fine. That is why they keep Mazen Nanduku Kanu languishing in that prison. Everybody keep quiet. People keep quiet and people go to their bed and sleep sleep good. Why? You cannot ask yourself a question. If Mazen Nanduku Kanu is a selfish man like all these people, don't you know from the day one he will not sleep there? He will collect money and say, if you meteno. But now this man have vowed. You see what is happening in Ebonyi State. There is a report in Sahara report. They are talking about how Ebonyi State governor paid $30 billion or thereabout, 30 billion naira to communities for them to leave their land, for herdsmen, for Fulani herdsmen to come and take over their land. This is the kind of things you'll be hearing in the southeast. You go to Anambra State, you will see Soludo arming his boys to be fighting his own people. Because of these people are selfish people, you give power to telling you they are rooming there, then take your money, they are on top of your money, they have power, they have your money. When you say something, they send military, they send police, they send their terrorist killers for you to come and destroy your life. Is that the kind of life you want to be living? For how long you'll be living this kind of life? Somebody paid his community 30 billion for them to leave their land, for the killers to come, and the community refused. That is why you see them, they come to slaughter this community. The governor brought the killers to slaughter them as far as they refuse. This is the kind of people you have in the south. Very wicked set of human beings called Mba from Ebonyi State. Very wicked set of people. You see them, the same thing is happening in Enugu State. The same thing is happening all the states. None of them think about their own citizen first. They only think about, if I told you with also on Asimonde ọbụla nchere anya ọnwụ, anyị ma mbụ Igbo, anyị ma mbụ ụmụ Biafra, ọnwụ bụrụkwa nke onye nke ahụ, ọnwụ chekwukwa onye ahụ, chekwu ezinụlọ, ekwere m isi na comment section. Our people, this is the right time for you to wake up. Listen here, I want to I want to make something here. Listen to our brother. This is in Sahara report. To the extent, Mazen Nanduku Kalo, now he have made a public report in the public open. He said that he will be rather die in the prison than for him to stay in that, than for him to be judged in that kangaroo court. Which kind of nonsense is this? And the people keep quiet. This injustice is happening against this man. Ndị Igbo, unu asị na unu bụ mmadụ, ife ọjọọ na-eme, ife ọjọọ na-esi sikerie nkakwu n'usu, unu agba nkịtị nọdụsịa n'ụlọ unu na-asị ka akwụwara unu aka. Politicians, Peter Obi nka, nke ọzọ nka, Soludo nka. Is it the kind of life you people want to live? Let me tell this Igbo race that don't know what is happening, and both the ones carrying gun for their politicians, you don't know what is about to come because of sabotage this thing that is keeping Mazen Nande Kano, keeping Mazen Simon Ekpa, the only people who is standing up, speaking against this evil, speaking against this impunity that these governors know now committing the Biafra land, now committing Igbo land. These are politicians that you trust so much that they never plan anything good for you. Which kind of nonsense is that? What their only good thing that they are let me tell you what is the good thing they are planning for you. Only you with the go and them all the Igbo youth how to uchene hano no poro. You go to Anambra State cell now. Ejuna ndeke ebufure ebufo papa had himself. That is what Soludo is doing. Parading terrorists in the military uniform, in police uniform, killing his own people. Very heavily and corrupt entities. These your leaders, call Southeast, call South, they are all corrupt. They never, the earlier you realize this, the earlier the youth wake up, is better for you. Both the ones they are giving crops, you are carrying AK-47 for them, killing your own people, destroying the life and property of your own people. My brother, you don't know what you are doing. You don't know what you are doing because of this. Your afraid governors that you have now, their plan is only Jonah. Yeah, Barbara. Yeah, that private jet, Barbara. But I can make, but the only promise I will promise him that day only kill you that day. Osiko or Barbara. My Amazon flight, yeah, no. Ubeli are hot on the people. Oh, but you know that the Mayafus in Ubeli or Mayafus in the bomber. Because of these people are so heartless. They are so heartless. These your Southeast governors and your religious leaders, all of them, they cannot speak truth for one day. They cannot speak for truth for one day. They cannot stand for truth. They cannot stand for this injustice meted on their son, Mazen Namduku Kanu, meted on Mazen Simon Ekpa, knowing that the cause that these two men are fighting is a just cause, and which is the truth. Because of what they are giving, what they are getting. Now they are there. What their plan now is to take the remaining of your land. They have given your land to their masters, Fulanis. They want to use your land for ranching. Still staying there, carrying gun up and down, saying that you are doing vigilante for your governor. You are defend your own land and defend yourself. Mazen Nandi Kanu have said it that it can never, it's in the Sahara report, that it can never be judged by this kangaroo court, that he rather died in the prison. We will not let that happen. You as an Igbo man, you as an Igbo woman that is standing there seeing this impunity going on top of our leader, you keep quiet. You keep quiet. You keep quiet on this impunity going on. One mother. Asina esi ọkwa mfuru ebe a na-atụsị ọkụkọ na-achị kpakpakpa esi anafọ ọkụkọ ewere ya nwa atụcha ya. That is what I have for you people. Ndị a nọ ife a na-eshi ife ọjọọ na-eshi na Igbo a na-egbusisi ụmụ Igbo ha keep quiet. A na-eme ife ọjọọ mpụ na arụrụ ana na-eme n'ala Igbo ha keep quiet. A sị m enu n'ana ha wụrụkwa ana zere mmiri n'ụtụtụ, ha wụrụkwa mmiri ana zere mmiri n'abalị, ha wụrụkwa ana zere mmiri n'anyasị. Ndị a mee na-arụ n'ala Igbo ha tụtụrụ n'ala Igbo, nothing good. That is why you cannot see no evil one development in that state called southeast and the south side. You can't see any tangible something that you'll be proud of. Nothing. Because of you have bunch of criminals, men and women, so heavily corrupt, they are just there for their own personal pocket. And you, as a youth, you are helping them. Instead of you to rise up and fight, defend your land, defend your territory, defend your environment. This is what you have to do, not to be supporting these your politicians, so-called politicians. So now, election is coming in Anambra State. This is why you see them parading up and down. All these things, you, as the earlier you realize these things and you wake up, is more better for you. I'm saying this. Ana more family mako susoye. Ani Igbo agwụkwana. Ani Igbo. Nde woriche na Ani Igbo. From me, from here is good evening. Please, as you're getting this video, do us a favor. Subscribe to this channel and share our videos to every other platform. And drop your comment in the comment section. And join us on this very platform. As you're doing that, I say may God bless you. From me, from here is good evening.